Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to your Monday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host this evening. Happy Monday, everyone. Can you believe it is September 20th already? Nearly October. Starting to feel sort of fall-like. I planted some mums over the weekend, so I'm getting in the fall spirit. It's a full moon tonight, everybody. Hope you are enjoying those full moon vibes and that you all had a wonderful weekend. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to get this game started in one quick minute or two here. If you're already signed up for the game, you are ahead of the pack. Well done to all 21 teams who are already signed up and ready to go. If you happen to be tuning into this live stream on Twitch or on Facebook for the very first time ever, you're welcome to come play this fully interactive virtual pub quiz tonight. Everybody is welcome, and you can come over to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get to the website, you'll be able to see this Twitch stream embedded on the page, and underneath that, you're going to see a little area where you can get your team signed up for the game. What we're looking for is some basic information. We are looking for a team name, an email address, and then there's a little drop-down menu in which you can let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. If you're curious what it means to be a part of the league, essentially we will be keeping track of your score every time that you play, and we tally up the results over a season of NYC Trivia League, and you can see how your team stacks up against all of the other teams over at nyctrivialeague.com/standings. So check out how your team is doing so far. It is only week 2 of season 48, so it's a brand new season, which means if you didn't sign up last week to be a part of the league, tonight is the perfect opportunity to get your team signed up for the league. It is no sort of obligation. It just is fun. We keep track of your score for you. Last season, for instance, We Drink and We Know Things. They came in with the top score for our regular league season. And at the end of the season, we had a tournament of champions where Penguins were the champions. Also, tonight, you could play the game as a group, submitting one answer sheet under one team name. Your other option is if you're joining with some friends or family members and you want to get a little competitive within your group, everybody could submit their own answer sheets. And my favorite way to do that is for the group to come up with one team name, and then you can simply add a different number to the end of your team name. And if you're part of the league, at the end of the night, we will take the team score that is the highest, and that is the score that will be logged as your league score for this evening. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering what's going on here, hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host this evening. This is a fully interactive virtual pub quiz, and this is where you can get your answer sheet. Come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, fill out the basic info, team name, email address, are you in the league, and then click the button that says join game. What are we doing tonight, everybody? We are playing 4 rounds of trivia. The first 3 rounds are question and answer rounds, and they each have 10 questions in them. And our 4th and final round this evening is a picture round. For the question and answer rounds, I'm going to ask you a question right here on the Twitch stream. That question is going to pop up on your answer sheet. So you'll be able to see the question underneath the stream. And for many of the questions, you're going to see some multiple choice options. I read the question, you read the options, you get a 20-second countdown timer. Within that countdown timer, make sure you click on the response you believe to be correct, select it, and then click the button that says submit answers. You must always click submit answers or we will not receive your responses. There are going to be some short answer questions this evening. For the short answer questions, spelling does not matter. Do your best to spell things correctly. And we have our wonderful scorekeeper, Peter, running the game here this evening, which means that in the event that anybody spells something a little bit incorrectly, he's got our back. He's there to keep an eye on all of that to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you're going to get that point. We'll see to it. Okay, the fourth and final round, the picture round, is going to function a little bit differently than these question answer rounds. So I'm going to wait until we get to that point in the quiz to walk you through all the specifics of that round. Before we do dive into this first round officially, I do have 2 rules for the game. Rule number 1, the most important rule, there will be no cheating in trivia. Please do not look the answers up. I am well aware that everyone joining us tonight has the internet at their fingertips. Maybe you have some encyclopedia on your bookshelf. I kindly ask that you do not use these reference materials this evening. It completely negates the purpose of the game. We are here to find out what you know. So keep the game fun for yourself and for everyone else playing by challenging yourself to not cheat this evening. Our second rule, please do not put the answers in the chat. We love the chat feature here on Twitch. We invite you all to be a part of it. You may even end up here as part of the Twitch stream if I like what you're saying. So please engage with us. It's so fun interacting with you all, but please don't give away the answers. One more time before we officially dive into our first round of the game. You can get your virtual answer sheet by coming over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, entering in a team name and email, clicking join game. Right now, we've got 36 teams signed up and ready to go. You could be one of them. Truly, everybody is welcome to play. So come on over, get signed up. We're doing it, everybody. We're diving right into our first round of the night. Good luck, teams. May the best team win. Let's do it. Round 1 is in the category of shopping in New York City. Shopping in New York City. I do know that many of you playing with us this evening are not in New York City, but hopefully you visited here at some point. And if not, hopefully there's enough here that you're going to know anyway. Some iconic shopping locations. Let's do it, everybody. Round 1, question number 1. Saks Fifth Avenue is not the original Saks store. That would be A. Saks & Co., located in the F Street shopping district. In what city? Name that city. Good luck, everyone. Oh, hey, everyone. If you just experienced a moment where it said the trivia list is offline, you're not alone. It happened. I don't know why, but we're back, and let's hope it stays that way. It's been happening from time to time with Twitch recently. We'll have to write to them and find out what's going on. If you do experience any lag during the game, there is a little refresh button right here underneath the video, so please click on that. Hopefully it'll catch you up to speed. A. Saks & Co. is part of the F Street shopping district, which can be found in Washington, D.C. D.C. is your correct answer for number 1. I love this. We will call Twitch issues Twissues. All right, our second question of the game is a short answer question. Just outside of New York in the Meadowlands is the American Dream Mall, now owned and operated by the same people who run the Mall of America. which is in what state? Name that state that is home to the Mall of America. The Mall of America can be found in Minnesota. Minnesota is your answer. This American Dream Mall, I've not been there. I did drive by it on the way to Newark Airport once, and it is outstanding. If anyone has been to this mall, please report in the chat. It looked as though there was some sort of amusement park inside of it, maybe a water slide. I don't know what I saw from the highway. It looked wild. Here's our third question of the game. Based on the famous toy store FAO Schwarz, Home Alone 2 Lost in New York featured a fictional store called Whose Toy Chest? Whose toy chest was it? Interesting factoid from Trivia Man. They started building that mall in 2003 and it sat empty for years. The name of that toy store in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, Duncan's Toy Chest. Duncan is your answer. It looks like it was a tough one. Oh no, not too hard. 72% of you coming in with the correct answer on number 3. Our fourth question of the round is a true or false question. The 34th Street location of Macy's department store is currently the world's largest department store. Is that true or is it false? That Macy's location, they have signage that says that it is the largest department store in the world. That signage remains, though it is no longer the world's largest department store. False is your answer. In 2009, a department store in Busan was built that is larger than the 34th Street Macy's. Our fifth question of this round. People wanting to see Broadway shows at discounted prices line up at the TKTS booth in Times Square. What organization runs TKTS?
Don't be shy. Look alive.
I thought this was a rather tough question. Let's see, though, if you all knew that TKTS is run by the Theater Development Fund. That's your answer. Number 6, we've got a short answer question. Here it is. What New York City-based jewelry company has its own trademarked color that is Pantone 1837, the year that the company was established? Name that jewelry company. Pantone 1837, aka Tiffany Blue. Your correct answer is Tiffany & Co., or simply Tiffany or Tiffany's. That'll get you the point. For number 6, our 7th question of this round. Let's check it out. What retail chain store currently operates a location underneath the Manhattan side of the Queensboro Bridge on 59th Street? Under that bridge, what store is there? I've been to this location. This is one of these questions in this round that is definitely for people who have spent a lot of time in New York City or live here. So sorry to those of you who don't, but maybe you guessed it. TJ Maxx is under the Queensboro Bridge. TJ Maxx. Our 8th question of round 1. If you're looking for the finest deli meat and smoked fish in the world, you'll want to visit either Russ and Daughters or Katz's Deli, which can both be found on what Manhattan street? Katz's Deli and a location of Russ and Daughters can both be found on Houston. Houston is your answer for number 8. 2 more questions in this round. Here's number 9. Arthur Avenue in the Bronx is primarily associated with which nation's cuisine? Arthur Avenue in the Bronx is the Bronx's Little Italy. Italy is your correct answer for number 9. Our final question of this round. What department store chain, which filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy as a result of the COVID pandemic, owns the iconic New York City department store Bergdorf Goodman? Name that department store chain. The department store chain that owns Bergdorf Goodman, it's Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus on a shopping spree. That is your answer for number 10. That wraps up our first round here. Let's see how you all did in this first round. 39 teams signed up and ready to go, and only one team did not submit anything. So it's expensive to be me. Wish you would have played because you probably like to shop if it's expensive to be you. Let's see how our top few teams are doing right now. We have so many of you tied in 9th place right now with 8 points each, and a bunch of you tied in 2nd place. Let's check out those teams. You all have 9 points. Banana Phones, We Drink and We Know Things, 13, 9 Perfect Gravies, the Blue Shells, I Love Alabama Hot Pockets, the Rubber Yolks, and the Helsinki Syndrome in the lead right now with a perfect score thus far. The Fox, well played, the Fox. New team name to me. I haven't read that one off recently. Welcome to the game. You're killing it so far. We're going to get into round number 2 in just a moment to see if the Fox can hold on to that lead or if anyone can take them down. What does the fox play? Excellent. Yes. Before we dive into our second round of the evening, I do have a quick announcement. We do private events with NYC Trivia League, and we would love to put something together for you. We do personal gatherings like birthday parties or baby showers, or we also do office happy hours. Maybe you're looking for something to do with your company and you want it to be more than just sitting around chatting. Work together, get to know one another's strengths. It would be our absolute pleasure to work with you. Please reach out to me. I am our private events coordinator. There's my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. In addition to doing trivia, we also have mixtape bingo. We've got a couple of game shows as well, Census of Humor, Risky Buzzness. Send me an email. I'll fill you in on all of the details. We are here to fully customize the event to your interests. So we're going to put together something really fun for you. Keep us in mind for the next gathering that you have coming around the corner. In addition to all of this, a few exciting things coming up on Wednesday this week, 2 days from now. We typically have our quiz right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And we will on Wednesday, as per usual. You can find us here at 8:15. But we are going to be joined by the American Museum of Natural History for a very special trivia that is all about Climate Week. We're talking about Climate Week on Wednesday, so a lot of the questions will be about climate, and hopefully we have some special guests joining us as well. It's going to be a lot of fun and probably a little bit more competitive than usual with some folks who are finding out about it through the museum's network joining us for the game on Wednesday. We're really looking forward to it, and we hope that you'll be here. It's going to get started at 8:15 as per usual. And one more thing before we get to round two. On Wednesday as well, we will be part of the movie quiz. Peter and myself, Trivia Peter. We are going to be part of Chris Mann Nelson's very fun game, The Movie Quiz, which is on Wednesday before our game, Trivia Man in the house. Hello. And you can find that at tmq.thetrivialist.com. It gets started at 7 o'clock. And we're going to be panelists on the game. You can play along just like you do with our game here this evening. It's all about movies, and Peter and I are going to be playing as well. So we hope to see you at both of those games on Wednesday. So much exciting stuff going on. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into our second round of the evening. Round number 2 tonight is in the category of good soup. Good soup. That's the theme. We've got 10 questions in this soup-themed round. Your answers in this round are all going to be short answer. So get ready to type or tap in your response in this soup round. Okay, here we go. Round 2, question number 1. Good soup is a viral trend on TikTok. The audio is of Adam Driver from the HBO series Girls. What is the first name of the character that Driver plays on the show Girls? What was his character's name on Girls? First name only. Would you believe that on the TV show Girls, Adam Driver's name was Adam? Adam is your correct answer for number 1. Our second question of this round. On Seinfeld, which character did Yev Kassem, the soup Nazi, ban for an entire year after they failed to follow advice as to how to order soup and then compared him to Al Pacino? Name that character from Seinfeld. Looking for the character's name. You don't want to be alone. I know I always come and go, but it's out of my control. I have an answer for you. The soup Nazi banned Elaine. Elaine is your answer. Elaine Bennis. Also acceptable. Impressive knowledge of characters' last names, if you knew that. Our next question in this round, number 3, a collection of 32 canvases that correspond to a different flavor of soup. Andy Warhol's Campbell's Soup Cans was purchased in 1996 by what New York City museum for $15 million? Name that museum.
I'm turning myself in. I've been a jealous friend. Feels like I'm always sinking. Just like you used to say, it all might be okay.
The museum that bought those 32 soup cans in 1996, it was MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art is your correct answer. The Metropolitan Museum of Art does have at least one soup can as well, but MoMA was the one who made that big purchase. Our fourth question in this round is a true or false question. Italian wedding soup is traditionally a meatless soup. Is that true or is it false?
I miss those late night drives with you stuck on my mind. But now the ground is sinking. Oh.
Italian wedding soup is traditionally a meatless soup. That is false. It is not. It is a meatful soup. False is your answer for number 4. Here's our fifth question of round number 2. What band released the song Soup on their 1996 album Nico? You've probably never heard the song, but you've likely heard the band's one-hit wonder titled No Rain. Name that band. The album Nico, the songs Soup and No Rain are by Blind Melon. Blind Melon is your correct answer for number 5. Our sixth question of round number 2, here it is. What children's book by Kate DiCamillo, published in 2003, has the subtitle Being the Story of a Mouse, a Princess, Some Soup, and a Spool of Thread? The book was adapted into a 2008 movie with Matthew Broderick voicing the main character. Name that book turned movie. Being the Story of a Mouse, a Princess, Some Soup, and a Spool of Thread, the subtitle of The Tale of Despero. If you simply put Despero, good on ya, you got the point. The Tale of Despero. Never saw that one, but it looked cute. Very cute mouse. Our seventh question in round number 2, CSSE is the ticker symbol for a publicly traded company based in Connecticut that was founded by motivational speakers Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen. The two men co-wrote what book that was first published in 1993? Name that book. CSSE, the ticker symbol for chicken soup for the soul. That is your answer. Chicken soup for the soul. I thought this one was kind of hard, but 80% of you pulled it off. Well done there. Question number 8, Talk Soup, ran from 1991 through 2002, and it was originally hosted by Oscar nominee Greg Kinnear. The show relaunched as The Soup in 2004. Who was the host of The Soup for 12 seasons? Name that host. I used to love The Soup. It was hosted by Joel McHale. Joel McHale is your correct answer. 2 more questions in this round. Here is number 9 in our Good Soup themed round. Comedian Soupy Sales was a frequent guest on what TV game show that ran in the 1950s and 60s, in which the panelists aimed to name the contestant's occupation in one round and figure out the identity of a celebrity mystery guest in another round? Name that game show. Soupy Sales, a frequent guest on What's My Line? That's the answer. What's my line? As in, what's my line of work? Probably some sort of double entendre for people not being scripted in this show. That's your answer for number 9. A tough one, 45% of you getting that correct. And our final question of this round. In a European folk story turned book by Anne McGovern, some travelers are making what kind of soup with an inedible object in it and manage to convince villagers to add edible elements to the pot? What is that kind of soup? That sort of soup from European folklore turned into a book by Anne McGovern. It is called stone soup. Stone or stone soup. Acceptable answers for this one. And this one happened to be my hint of the night. You can get a hint from me every single time you play if you follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith. So Wednesday for our 8:15 show right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. You can find a hint before the game at Trivia Meredith, and it'll help boost your score just a tiny bit. Follow me. I'll help you out. That's our final question of round number 2. Let's see how it's going for everyone so far. After 2 rounds, we have a bunch of teams tied in 8th place with 16 points. We drink and we know things 16. Quit your whining. I love Alabama Hot Pockets. We drink and we know things 12 and 22. And the Helsinki Syndrome. In a 3-way tie for 5th with 17 points each, we have Goo Goo Muck Muck, Beer Geeks, Inside for Weeks, the Rubber Yolks. A tie for 3rd with 18 points, 9 perfect gravies. Pieced it together. And tying it up in first place right now with 19 points each, we have the Fox and the Blue Shells coming into the lead there, just like a blue shell in Mario Kart. True to your name, taking on the Fox here. We've got one more question answer round and then our picture round to close out the game. First, though, I'd love to draw your attention to the fact that you can find these here tipping widgets right on the page where you are playing the game tonight. If you scroll down underneath where the list of players are, you can click on this little Venmo link. It'll take you right to Venmo, and you can help us out this evening via a donation. Our Venmo handle is @PlayNYC. If you don't have Venmo, that's okay. We got you covered. We also accept credit cards. We've got a credit card tipping link there as well. This game is 100% player supported. We would not be here since March of 2020 if it were not for the generosity of the teams who have been playing with us. We thank you so, so very much for joining us week after week. It is a true joy in our lives, and we hope a bright spot in yours. And we want to see this continue for as long as humanly possible. And a donation is a great way to do your part to make that happen. So please help us out via a donation this evening. If you have never donated and you're like, the game is still here, I guess I don't have to donate. Please don't think that. We would love your donation this evening. And if you've donated a million times, thank you so much. You are just the best. It's very much appreciated. Let's get into our third round of the evening. Our category for round number 3 is Spice World. Spice World is the category. Let's check it out. Round 3, question number 1 is a short answer question. Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme is the third studio album by this music group. Name that music group. Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Your answer is Simon and Garfunkel. That's your correct answer for number 1 in round 3. Our second question of this round. On which of the following fictional planets would one find the spice melange? Name that fictional planet. The fictional spice melange featured in Dune, and the planet is Arrakis. Arrakis is your answer. That movie, I think it's finally coming out, the new version of Dune. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to it. Definitely, we'll find a way to check that one out. Our third question of this round, this film from the Beatles was a direct inspiration to the Spice Girls and their producers when they made the film Spice World. Which Beatles movie inspired Spice World?
Don't stress. My kind, your kind. I'll stay the same. Don't stress. Oh, say, say, say. Oh, say, say, say. Wait. Wait on. Wait. Wait on.
The basic plot of the movie Spice World is there are a bunch of hijinks leading up to a big concert, which is also roughly the plot of A Hard Day's Night. That's your correct answer for number 3. Don't worry, there are more questions coming about the movie Spice World. Hope you've seen it. Our 4th question of this round. Cayenne is not only the name of a pepper, it is also the name of an SUV, which is manufactured by this car brand. This is incredible. Grounded for going to see Spice World. I hope it was worth it. I have an answer for you all. Cayenne is an SUV, which is manufactured by Porsche. Porsche is your correct answer for number 4. Our 5th question of this round. Which of the following spices is said to have psychoactive properties? 4 options. One of them is said to have psychoactive properties. I looked into this a little bit today, and it said that it has similar properties to something like ecstasy, and it is nutmeg. Nutmeg, everyone. It's a new drug going around, people doing nutmeg. Our 6th question of this round. Which of the following people played the bus driver in the film Spice World? Who was the bus driver? All of those people listed are in the movie Spice World, but the one who played the bus driver was Meatloaf. Meatloaf is your correct answer for number 6. Our 7th question of this round. Here it is. Former football player Anthony Spice Adams, who you may recognize from a popular meme in which he's dressed in a yellow suit hiding behind a tree. He became a host of which of these ABC shows starting in 2017? I have a lot to say about this one. Anthony Spice Adams is a host on The Great American Baking Show, which I did not know about until today. It began in 2017 as the American version of the Great British Baking Show, or Bake Off, which Sidebar is back this week on Netflix. So pumped for a new season of Bake Off. And this American version of the show, it features Paul Hollywood as one of the hosts, which shocked me. And in addition to that, Anthony Spice Adams is one of the hosts, along with Emma Bunton, Baby Spice herself. So basically, I'm like, why don't we know more about this show? Has anybody watched the American version of this show? Is it as good? And why aren't they promoting it better? All right, lots of questions. 33% of you got that one. We've got 3 more questions in this round. Here's number 8. Spice is the stage name of musician Grace LaToya Hamilton, who was born in St. Catherine Parish in what Caribbean nation?
It's up for my heart when it skips a beat. I feel the rain right under my feet. I feel a lonely blue when I'm dreaming of you. Oh, what can I do?
Schmally Cat weighing in here, the American version, not as charming in her humble opinion, or their humble opinion. I know who it is, though. That's my friend Allie. What's up, Allie? All right. Let's see how you did on this one. St. Catherine Parish is part of Jamaica. That is your correct answer. 2 more questions to go. Here is number 9, a short answer question for you all. Alan Cumming plays journalist Piers in the movie Spice World. Cumming won a Tony Award for his performance in what musical? Spice World, such a stacked cast. Alan Cumming in it. Alan Cumming went on to win a Tony Award, or maybe he won that prior to Spice World. Not sure of the timing there, but it was for Cabaret. That is your answer to number 9. Our final question of round number 3. Then we've got our picture round to close out the game. Here's number 10. Grown by Ed Curry of the Pucker Butt Pepper Company, what type of pepper has held the Guinness Book of World Records title as the hottest chili pepper since 2013? We've got some interesting family drama going on in the chat here this evening. Schmally Cat was grounded for going to see Spice World, and her mom weighs in saying, in disbelief, I grounded you for that? I've got an answer for you for this final question of this round. The Carolina Reaper holds that Guinness Book of World Records record. Carolina Reaper, the others, very hot peppers as well. Would not recommend. Have not had, but would not recommend. Our final round of the evening, the picture round, coming up in 1 second. Let's do a quick check-in with our scores. We've got 3 teams tied in 8th place with 24 points. Quit Your Whining, I Love Alabama Hot Pockets, and the Helsinki Syndrome. In 7th place, the Rubber Yolks. 6th place, Beer Geeks, Inside for Weeks. A 3-way tie for 3rd with 27. 9 Perfect Gravies, Goo Goo Muck Muck, and the Blue Shells. Pulling into 2nd place right now with 28 points, Pieced It Together, and holding on to that lead with 29 points, the fox. The fox. Well done. All right, everybody. Our final round tonight, the picture round. It is in the category of fictional teachers. Here's how it's going to work. Right here on Twitch, next to me, you are going to see one image at a time of a teacher that is either from a movie or a TV show, and it is your job to name the character that you see depicted. Name the character. This entire round is going to be short answer, so get ready to type or tap in your response in this round. Let's do it, everybody. Here is image number 1 of 10. Then we're doing a tiebreaker question at the end. Name this character. Type in your response and click submit answers. You know him from 1776, maybe. But in this photo, you know him from Boy Meets World. It is Mr. Feeney. Feeney is your answer. Mr. Feeney. Our second image in this round. Name this character. Fun fact, yes, Mr. Feeney, the voice of Kit. It's not a tumor. Great impression here. I'm really good at impressions. You want to hear some good ones? Just ask me. It's Kindergarten Cop, and this character's name, John Kimball, is your correct answer. Kimball, our third image in this round. Name this character. This fictional teacher, you know her from taking you on trips through the human body or through outer space on the Magic School Bus. Her name, Miss Frizzle, is your correct answer to number 3. Our fourth image of this round. Name this character. I've got an answer for you all for image number 4. We've got Harrison Ford here as Indiana Jones, or Professor Jones is your correct answer for number 4. Our 5th image of this round. Name this character. Who's that girl? It's Jess. Jessica Day, Jess, Miss Day. That is your answer from New Girl, Jessica Day. Image number 6 in this round. Name this character. From the Harry Potter universe, we have Dame Maggie Smith here as Professor McGonagall. McGonagall is your answer. First name, Minerva, I think. If you put that, no extra credit, but I think I'm right. Our 7th image of this round. Name this character. Confirmed. We hear you in the chat. You're going to get that box to type in your response. Just a sec. It is, Peter has to make sure that if you deserve the point, that you get that point. And sometimes if someone spells something a little bit strangely, it takes him more time, which is why you don't have that box to type into yet. But you will, I promise. We'll get there. There it is. From Breaking Bad, we have Walter White, Mr. White. I mean, if you put Heisenberg, sure, I think you should get a point. Walter White is your correct answer. 3 more images in this round, then we're doing a tiebreaker. Here's number 8. Name this character. I don't know about you all, but I look at this photo and I can hear the song exactly that she's playing on that clarinet. We've got Mr. Holland right here of Mr. Holland's Opus. If you put Glenn Holland, very impressed. You knew his first name. Our 9th image of this round, name this character. From The Simpsons, this character is Edna Krabappel. Ms. Krabappel is your correct answer for number 9. One more picture to go in this round. After image number 10, we got that sweet, sweet tiebreaker question coming at you all. Many of you are aware, but if you're not, here's how the tiebreaker is going to work. I'm going to ask you a question. Your answer is going to be a number, and your goal in placing your response is to guess as closely as possible to the correct number. So that means you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you are part of a tie, whoever's closest to the correct number will break the tie this evening. One more thing about how we tally up your results. We will collect what you've said, and we're going to do our math offline. We will post the results on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League as soon as we are able to do that. So keep an eye on our Instagram to see how things ended up shaking out tonight after the tiebreaker question. Okay, let's go ahead and do our 10th image, then we'll get to that tiebreaker. Here it is. Name this character. Timer coming at you in just a second here. The movie is School of Rock. Jack Black's character's name, Dewey Finn, or Mr. Finn, or simply Dewey. If you knew a little level deeper and knew that he's posing as Ned Schneebly, aka Mr. S or Mr. Schneebly, well done. Good for you. You'll get that point as well. All right, we're going to do that tiebreaker question that I mentioned previously in one moment here. First, though, reminder everybody, this game is 100% supported by you, and we would really appreciate a contribution this evening. You can find these here donation links at the bottom of your page. Scroll down, find one, click on it, find out what happens. We'd really appreciate your support. Our next game coming up on Wednesday right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8:15. Cannot wait to see you all then. Please help us out this evening. If you have any questions tonight about your score or about one of the questions we asked, or you have some feedback for us, be it positive, negative, anywhere in between, we want to hear it. And you can reach out to our commissioner, Joe E. His email address, commish@nyctrivialeague.com. He will help you out. We want to hear from you. Okay, everybody, our final question of the evening, the tiebreaker question. Here it is. How much money did the Jack Black led and Richard Linklater directed movie School of Rock make at the worldwide box office total? So the whole time it was in theaters worldwide, how much money did School of Rock make? I have an answer for you all. The movie School of Rock at the worldwide box office made $131,095,990 at the box office. That is your correct answer. So once again, we're going to tally up the scores and we will post the final results for our top 15 or so teams over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. Let's see how you did tonight, everybody. Yes, so we did have a little background noise there from Dante. I think our neighbor just got home. Let's get him in here to say hello to us. Okay, here's how you did tonight. We have a bunch of teams tied in 13th place. Let's see, there are 4 teams in 13th place with 31 points each. Schmidt happens. We also have We Drink and We Know Things 13, Swearwolves, and the question marks. Finishing up in 12th place tonight with 32 points. We Drink and We Know Things 69. In the 3-way tie for 9th with 33 points each. I Love Alabama Hot Pockets. We Drink and We Know Things 12. And the Helsinki Syndrome. In 8th place tonight with 34 points. Quit Your Whining. Finishing in 7th with 35 points. The Rubber Yolks. In a tie for 5th with 36 points, 9 perfect gravies. Beer Geeks Inside for Weeks. In a 3-way tie for 2nd tonight. Exciting times. We're going to find out what happens there. We have Goo Goo Muck Muck, the Blue Shells, and Pieced It Together. All of you ending the game with 37 points. Only 1 point off the lead. A team who's been dominating the whole night. Congratulations. Well played to the Fox. A very good game for the Fox. This has been an absolute pleasure hosting for you all this evening. I hope you enjoyed the game and getting a little competitive here tonight. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League. This is Dante. He's taking a nap on my shoulder, being a little camera shy this evening. Coming up on Wednesday is our next quiz. You can find us right here, September 22nd at 8:15 Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Reminder, on Wednesday, we are teaming up with the American Museum of Natural History for a very special evening of trivia. We cannot wait to see you all then. Also, reminder on Wednesday, prior to that, Peter and I are going to be contestants on Trivia Man's wonderful game, The Movie Quiz, which you can find at tmq.thetrivialist.com. So you can play both. They'll lead right into one another. And it would just be so much fun to see you all then. Big thanks to Peter for helping to run the game this evening. You are the best. Thank you so much to Murr for creating the incredible software that this game is played upon. Thank you to Cullen for making all of this possible. And biggest thanks to every single one of you for playing with us this evening and playing with us over the last year and a half in this virtual setting and in person currently or in the past. We just really appreciate you. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Be well. Take care.